Game 3 was a heartbreaker. She hits the three-pointer with 1.8 seconds left in the game to go up 92-90, and they just let Las Vegas run down the court in that amount of time and do an easy layup to tie the game. And obviously, Las Vegas goes on to win in overtime,
Yeah.
110 to have it right in front of me, 98.
Yeah.
Is this the end for the Storm and Sue Bird's career?
Yeah. Yeah. The Aces were favored anyway.
Yeah,
I would even say the Aces are probably the number one team
yeah,
uh, compared with Chicago and the Sun. Definitely Seattle was the fourth seed
yeah,
going into this thing, and they just aren't deep. They just don't have after Brianna Stewart, and if Jewel Lloyd falls off, well, there's nobody. I'm sorry to say
yeah,
that, but because where the Aces are at, you got to be firing on all cylinders, obviously, because look at how the series has gone. But even during the regular season, the Sun took us there, or I mean the Aces took us during the regular season too. It just did not line up well for Seattle. In fact, I think we got swept by the Sun, and I want to say the Chicago Sky actually came out ahead of it, beating us too. So it was going to be an uphill climb to get out of the semis anyway,
yeah,
let alone trying to get to the finals. But what a job Sue Bird has done for generations,
yeah,
literally generations. She has led, and not only the Seattle Storm, but she's really led the WNBA to where it's at today. I mean,
yeah,
she's really made it a game that can be played. That at when it first came out, I was kind of joking about it, going, "Oh my gosh!"
yeah, yeah.
But now, I mean, these four teams are gaining respect of a lot of people. In fact, a lot of NBA players were watching it, going, "Whoa, what a playoff!" So this game four is going to be unbelievably attended by a whole bunch of people, and boy, let's hope Jewel Lloyd shows up for Sue Bird. Brianna Stewart, of course, she's going to do her thing. She's going to get her double double again. But with Aja Wilson doing the double double, Jewel's got to show up. Sue will be there. I mean, she'll show up, but she's got to. Somebody else has got to show up for Seattle. But I don't see Seattle going on to the finals. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty fair, and to like the point of the depth, I do have the stats here in front of me. Seattle had six players in double digits. Las Vegas only had four, but the difference is Aja goes for 34 and Chelsea Gray goes for 29. So that's a pretty big difference. But
Yeah.
I think the thing that really just sticks out to me is 1.8 seconds. Nobody like did anything to stop that, and I'll be honest, I didn't really watch the game. I don't think most people do,
Right.
which is fine. But you have such that high. Sue Bird nails the three to go up by two
Oh,
with a
it should have been
second.
done.
It should have been over. See, we should this would be a totally different conversation.
Right.
Um, but then also in overtime, you can only score 6 points, and Las Vegas can score 92 to 110. What was that 18 points?
18. Yeah.
Like you
It
couldn't
was
do
domination.
anything.
I
Yeah,
mean, they clamped down. I mean, it was dominant.
and I think part of it maybe and again I don't really follow WNBA or know ages or anything, but just kind of looking at the players, it seems like Las Vegas is a lot younger,
Oh yeah,
and maybe just like the amount of it's a long game going into overtime, and if you did your all in that fourth quarter to
yeah, they were
take the
tired.
lead and then give it up, um, I just yeah,
Yeah,
I mean maybe it's a fatigue thing, maybe it's an age thing,
yeah,
but you definitely feel bad for them because they were there, they had the opportunity, they had the shot.
they had a shot to go up.
Fortunately,
Yeah,
Game 4 is in Seattle, so
yeah,
maybe they can at least steal one.
right,
Steal one back, just like they stole one from Las Vegas in Vegas.
right.
But I think to your point overall, when Game 5 is in Vegas, it's a done deal. It's wrapped up.
Yeah,
Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray, and Kelsey Plum
Kelsey Plum. Yeah,
are going to do their thing and lock that up for Becky Harmon or Hammond in
yeah,
Las Vegas and go to the final. And
yeah,
I would probably predict them to win as well, like you were saying. They seem to be the best team from what I have, the little bit I have seen, at least the most consistent. So
yeah. They're the deepest and consistent.